fighting. He's fighting. You know, they're trying to put him in jail on top of everything else. How about that? He's
nuts.
He's a war hero because we work together. He's a war hero. I guess I am too.
Yep.
35, Zelensky enthusiastically took part in the 2013 Russian New Year's Eve gala, joyfully shouting Happy New Year in the opening musical performance alongside his partner. The audience responded with endless affection. He was also the closing host of the entire event, dressed in formal wear with a relaxed expression. At that time, he was undoubtedly the most popular comedy star in the Russian-speaking world. In the 2014 Russian New Year variety show, he expressed his appreciation for the friendly relationship between Russia and Ukraine during a talk show segment titled A Letter to the Dear Ones Next Door. Ironically, this sense of appreciation lasted only 2 months. Back in 2001, when Putin visited Ukraine, he personally attended a performance by the then up-and-coming Zelensky. From the stage, Zelensky shouted a line directly to Putin in the audience. In the years that followed, Zelensky often created comedy sketches centered around Russia-Ukraine relations. Looking back at these moments years later, one can't help but sigh. Life is full of unpredictability.
All right, all the women out there, I've got a new trend going on right now, dangerous as can be, in the parking lots. This is what they're doing. They're going to have a dollar bill, usually $20 to $100, folded up, laying on the ground, usually going to be on your driver's side, on the ground, but a lot of times they'll put it by the back trunk, and they've already watched you go in the store. They've already got someone inside the store, watch you come out of the store, and they're already planting it by your vehicle. As soon as you go to pick that up, again, it's laced with fentanyl. As soon as you open that up, you're going to immediately get dizzy, get a splitting headache, and probably collapse to the ground. That's when they're already ready for you. They move in with the van, load you up, and they're going to take you away. It's a trend going on right now, and there's several hundred women that have gone missing due to picking up a dollar bill of some type like this in the parking lot. They collapse, and they take them away. Women, please, be careful out there. I've also got another photo. Hold on. They're also using a dollar bill, usually a lot of times like this, but they'll be folded up as well in your windshield wiper, like you can see here. Do not open it up. As I've said before, it's laced with fentanyl, and they're looking to kidnap you. So please, women, be on the lookout for the dollar bills. Do not pick them up off the ground for your safety. Y'all take care. Be safe out there. Have a good day.
Single child in an industrial country like ours is around 500 tons of carbon over their lifetime. That's equivalent of 1,000 years of electricity for a household. So each child has an impact. And what we're saying is, 1 is great, 2 is plenty, and 3 is selfish. A family that wrote in the Daily Mail that she's having 3 kids, and she was saying they fly every year to Canada. So every extra child is 2.6 tons a flight. So that one child taking one flight for every year will be the equivalent of 10 houses worth of electricity. You turn off everything in a house for 10 years for that one flight for that child.
But Donica, just to say, have fewer children doesn't mean that the people who don't have kids aren't committing climate crimes. A lot of people I know that don't have kids have 1 or more dogs, and the carbon footprint of a dog, for example, is, I believe, worse than a 4x4 Range Rover.
Don't be stupid.
How
high is it?
Well, because Donica's probably more equipped to explain that, but I believe it's got a high carbon footprint.
One of the problems with large dogs is that they eat a lot of meat, and meat has got very high carbon footprint.
This is your wake-up call. The British government is pushing forward with plans for a national digital ID system. They've called it the Brit Card. And if that name doesn't send a chill down your spine, you have not been paying attention. Now, let's call it what it really is. The Brit Card is not about making your life easier. It's about making you easier to track, control, and punish if you step out of line across whatever line of the day is deemed important. They've wrapped it up in slick PR language about streamlining services and enhancing security and making sure that the Windrush scandal never happens again, because people who are allowed to live here will have the proof that they do so. They're also telling you all through the press that this will stop people coming over here on small boats. That is patently untrue. It isn't just about proving who you are online. That all sounds rather lovely. This is about building a centralized, state-controlled digital identity system that could be used, will be used, to link your finances, your medical history, your travel movements, your social media activity, even your social activity in real life, and more. It's quite frankly a digital dog tag, and once it's clipped around your neck, you will not be able to take it off. So let's start with the basics. What is this Brit card? According to leaked briefings and government statements, and frankly any of us who've been paying attention knew this was coming, the Brit card is going to act as a unified digital identification that every British citizen can use to access public services, to prove their identity, and eventually, though they won't say this part out loud, link with your banking, your health, and your travel movements. They're calling it optional for now, but we've heard that line before. Remember vaccine passports? Yes, I do. They started as a temporary solution, but within weeks, you couldn't get into a pub or fly abroad without one. Make no mistake, the Brit card is the foundation of a surveillance state. Once in place, it will become incredibly easy to expand, quietly, incrementally, until it is essential for anything you want to do. You want to apply for a job? Brit card. Rent a flat? Brit card. Take a train? You guessed it. Brit card. And once that is normal, it is no longer this so-called card. It is a digital chain. It is invisible, but it is ironclad.
Today, carbon pricing, ETSs, carbon taxes already cover about 25% of global emissions, right? We should actually look at scaling this, right, to cover all 100% of carbon emissions. And beyond carbon, let's think about other aspects of nature that are easier to quantify. We probably will not be able to quantify everything on day one, but what about water? Right, that's also quite possible for us to start integrating systematically into current trading carbon pricing mechanisms.
Oh, we just found out we're not going to be able to get any irrigation water, which shuts us down as ranchers.
We're just kind of looking at just having to go out of business, you know, because that's what we do here is raise cattle. And if we don't have any water, that's going to be taken away from us.
Our well will go dry.
What do you do here?
What do you do with dry land that you can't grow anything on? We're all going to have to go out of business.